Tiny Titans, the world of microrobots. Welcome to our deep dive into the world of microrobots. These aren't the giant robots you see in the movies. No way. We're talking about machines so small they're practically invisible to the naked eye. These tiny titans are revolutionizing various fields with their incredible capabilities. From medicine to manufacturing, they're already making a huge impact. So buckle up, because today we're shrinking ourselves down to the microscopic level to explore the fascinating world of microrobots. Alright, before we get into all the cool stuff microrobots can do, we got to wrap our heads around just how small we're talking. The word micro is thrown around a lot, but in this case, it's not an exaggeration. We're talking about robots that can be as small as a few micrometers. To put that in perspective, a human hair is about 100 micrometers wide. That means you could fit dozens of these microrobots across a single strand of your hair. And we're not just talking theoretical here. Researchers have already developed microrobots that measure just 10 to 100 micrometers in length. That's smaller than some single-celled organisms. It's mind-boggling to think about something that small being a fully functioning robot, but trust me, these tiny titans are the real deal. Now, you might be thinking, okay, they're small, but what's the big deal? Well, the amazing thing about microrobots is that they come in all shapes and sizes, each with its own unique abilities. One type is the magnetic microrobot. These little guys are often made from magnetic materials, and get this, we can control them using external magnetic fields. It's like magic, but with science. They can navigate through liquids like tiny submarines, making them perfect for things like targeted drug delivery. Then there are swarming microrobots. These are inspired by nature, mimicking the behavior of swarms, like ants or bacteria. They can work together in large groups to perform complex tasks, like environmental monitoring or even targeted surgeries. It's like having a whole army of microscopic surgeons. And if that's not cool enough, we also have bio-inspired microrobots. These robots take inspiration from living organisms like bacteria or sperm. They use things like flagella or cilia, those little whip-like tails, for propulsion. It's like having tiny robots that swim through your body. Chapter 3. The science behind the magic how microrobots actually work. Alright, so we've seen the different types of microrobots, but how do these things actually work? What makes them tick, and how do they perform such precise and intricate tasks at such a tiny scale? Well, it's all about clever engineering and harnessing the power of physics at the microscopic level. Engineers and scientists have developed innovative ways to control these tiny machines, often using principles that are quite different from those we use for larger robots. Remember those magnetic microrobots? They move by manipulating external magnetic fields. This method is particularly useful because it allows for non-invasive control, meaning we don't need to physically touch the microrobots to guide them. By changing the direction of the magnetic field, we can steer these tiny robots with incredible precision. This is crucial for applications like targeted drug delivery, where the microrobot needs to navigate through complex environments within the human body. It's like having invisible puppet strings. Then there's chemical propulsion. This method leverages chemical reactions to generate movement, which can be highly effective in fluid environments. Some microrobots use chemical reactions to generate thrust. These reactions can create tiny bubbles that act like miniature jet engines, propelling the microrobot forward. Think of it like a tiny rocket engine, but instead of fire, it's using bubbles created by a chemical reaction to propel itself through liquids. This method is particularly useful in medical applications where the microrobot needs to move through bodily fluids. We can also use electrostatic forces to move microrobots. By applying voltage to specific parts of the robot, we can create attraction and repulsion, allowing it to move or change orientation. By applying voltage to specific parts of the robot, we can create attraction and repulsion, allowing it to move or change orientation. This method is highly precise and can be used in environments where magnetic fields or chemical reactions might not be suitable. It's like static cling, but way more controlled. And for those light-sensitive micro-robots, we use specific wavelengths of light to trigger movement or even change their shape. And for those light-sensitive micro-robots, we use specific wavelengths of light to trigger movement or even change their shape. This method is particularly exciting because it opens up possibilities for remote control and programming of micro-robots in real time. It's like something out of a science fiction movie. The future of microrobots is incredibly promising, with potential applications ranging from medicine to environmental monitoring and beyond. The possibilities are truly endless. Chapter 4: Microrobots in Action. Changing the world, one tiny step at a time. Okay, so we've covered the types of microrobots and how they work, but now for the really exciting part: what can we actually do with these tiny titans? These minuscule marvels are not just scientific curiosities, they hold the potential to revolutionize multiple fields. From medicine to environmental monitoring and even manufacturing, the applications are as diverse as they are groundbreaking. Well, hold on to your hats because the possibilities are practically endless. Let's start with medicine. Imagine a world where surgeries are less invasive, recovery times are shorter, and treatments are more effective. This isn't science fiction, it's the future that microrobots are making possible. Imagine a world where we can deliver drugs directly to diseased cells with pinpoint accuracy, minimizing side effects. This targeted approach could revolutionize how we treat diseases, making therapies more effective and reducing the harmful side effects often associated with traditional treatments. That's the promise of microrobots. These tiny machines can navigate through the bloodstream, carrying their payload of medicine like tiny delivery trucks, releasing it only when they reach their target. This could be a game changer for conditions like cancer, where targeted drug delivery can make treatments more effective and less taxing on the body. They can navigate through the bloodstream, carrying their payload of medicine like tiny delivery trucks, releasing it only when they reach their target. This precision ensures that the medicine impacts only the diseased cells, leaving healthy cells unharmed. And it's not just drug delivery. Microrobots could revolutionize surgery, allowing for minimally invasive procedures with faster recovery times. Imagine a future where surgeries are performed with such precision that the risk of complications is drastically reduced. Microrobots could revolutionize surgery, allowing for minimally invasive procedures with faster recovery times. These tiny surgeons could perform tasks that are too delicate or complex for human hands, making surgeries safer and more efficient. They could even be used in diagnostic procedures, traveling through the body to collect information and send it back to doctors. This could lead to earlier detection of diseases, allowing for more timely and effective treatments. But it's not just medicine where microrobots are making waves. In environmental monitoring, they can be deployed to detect pollutants or monitor water quality at a micro level, giving us a much clearer picture of the health of our planet. These tiny guardians could help us better understand and protect our environment. In environmental monitoring, they can be deployed to detect pollutants or monitor water quality at a micro level, giving us a much clearer picture of the health of our planet. This could lead to more effective environmental protection measures and a healthier planet for future generations. And in manufacturing, microrobots can assemble micro-scale components with incredible precision, paving the way for even smaller and more powerful electronics. This could lead to advancements in technology that we can only dream of today. The future is bright, and it's being built one tiny step at a time by these incredible microrobots. Chapter 5. The challenges ahead. Overcoming the hurdles of the microscopic world. Now, before we get too carried away with all the amazing things microrobots can do, we have to acknowledge that there are still challenges to overcome. These challenges are not just technical, but also practical, involving a deep understanding of both engineering and biology. One of the biggest hurdles is control. Ensuring precise movement and functionality in such a tiny device is a monumental task. Imagine trying to steer a tiny robot through the complex and ever-changing environment of the human body. It's no easy feat. The human body is a dynamic and intricate system, full of obstacles and varying conditions that can affect the microrobot's path. We need to develop even more sophisticated control mechanisms to ensure these tiny titans reach their destination safely and effectively. This involves creating advanced algorithms and control systems that can adapt in real time to the body's environment. Then there's the issue of energy supply. Microrobots need a reliable and long-lasting power source to function properly. Powering something so small is no walk in the park. Traditional batteries are too large and heavy, so we need to innovate new ways to provide energy. We need to find ways to provide a sustainable energy source for micro-robots, whether it's through tiny batteries, chemical reactions, or even harvesting energy from their surroundings. This could involve using the body's own chemical processes or external energy sources like light or magnetic fields. And of course, we can't forget about materials. The materials used in micro-robots must be carefully selected to ensure they're safe and effective. The materials we use to build micro-robots need to be biocompatible, especially for medical applications. This means they must not cause any adverse reactions in the body and should be able to withstand the body's environment. We don't want our tiny robots causing more harm than good. Ensuring biocompatibility is crucial for the safe and effective use of micro-robots in medical treatments. So there's still a lot of work to be done, but the future of microrobotics is incredibly bright. With continued research and innovation, we can overcome these challenges and unlock the full potential of micro-robots in various fields, from medicine to environmental monitoring and beyond. The future is tiny. Join the micro-robot revolution. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world of technology. We've only just scratched the surface of what microrobots are capable of, and the future is looking incredibly exciting. From revolutionizing medicine to protecting our planet, these tiny titans have the potential to change the world as we know it. So stay curious and keep exploring. Who knows what amazing discoveries await us in the microscopic world?